Hello everyone, good afternoon. I'm Wendy, and on behalf of Circle 96, a hot welcome to Straight Talk, Feng Shui review on the Watergardens at Canberra. In this Feng Shui review, our masters will not hold back their tongue. They will share all valuable information with you. No reserve. You may be wondering, our masters, why we are doing this show. Are we getting paid for this? The answer is no. We understand that many Singaporeans buying any property in Singapore is a significant decision and involves a large amount of money. Hence, Circle 96 would like to do our part and share our expertise with you. Circle 96's primary role is to make sure you're educated about the property you are interested in and to make an informed purchase. Before I go on, I must clarify loudly that we are not paid by any developers and/or agents or represent any of them. This will be our very own straight talk review with no reservation. Next, I'd like to thank our beautiful sponsors. Firstly, the Torino Lamborghini Luxury Energy Drink. Torino Lamborghini Energy Drink is a carbonated soft drink that provides the right amount of energy in every moment of your life. So are you ready? Because lifestyle never sleep. Also, our second sponsor, RenoTalk. RenoTalk is the #1 renovation platform in Southeast Asia for people to talk and engage on renovation matters, sourcing reliable renovation materials, interior designers, and contractors. Recommended by property owners or property owners. Last but not least, our third sponsor, Sky Creation. Sky Creation is an award-winning renovation firm that has garnered the most awards in the industry over the years. It is a professional accredited renovation firm that has attained many industry certifications for quality and is industry best. We appreciate our sponsors' friendship and immense support. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce to you our masters. I have with me this afternoon Master Kekau, our senior Feng Shui consultant, who at one point doesn't believe in Feng Shui, sharing all the same sentiments as those non-believers. Not until he was enlightened by his wife, Master Sharon Fong, third generation award winner, practitioner, Master KK was educated, convinced, trained, and became a practitioner himself. Hence, to ease all the pain in understanding this complicated and sometimes confusing subject, Master Sharon and Master KK have formed a professional modern Feng Shui team to help people to address all these challenging issues. Together, they have over 80 years of experience, audited more than 1,000 properties internationally, creating happiness, health, and wealth for many using modern Feng Shui. Let's welcome Master KK.
Hello everyone, I hope to share more with you about Watergardens at Canberra. We'll share more later. Masters, Wendy, thank you.
Thank you. Together with Master KK, we have Master Sima Sim, a practitioner with a very strong foundation in the philosophy and application of I Ching metaphysics. He has been invited to speak to various groups of property investors and owners on how to harness the energy of Feng Shui. He studied the philosophy of I Ching from professional folk in Hong Kong since 1997. And he has been learning metaphysics of I Ching and Feng Shui from local Feng Shui Academy as well. And he later became a teaching assistant in their technical mastery class. He is also professionally trained in computer science and information technology and a winner of the Singapore Youth Scientist Award in 1992. Being passionate about Feng Shui and IT, Master Simas wants to empower more people with the essence of actual teaching of I Ching through AI, artificial intelligence. Let's welcome Master Sima Sim.
Hello everyone. Hope that later on you'll learn some tips on how to use the environment factors to select a good Feng Shui location for your house. Thank you, Wendy.
Thank you, Master Simmons. Also with us today this afternoon is Master Eric Leong, who besides Feng Shui specializes in divination. Often we call him our walking crystal ball. He is a man of few words, but his sharp and accurate insights and observation leaves many people speechless when he decided to speak. Let's welcome Master Eric Leong.
Hi everyone, good to see you here and good afternoon. Let's get the ball rolling. Thank you, Wendy.
Thank you. That's Master Eric Leong. Last but not least is our Master E.L. Fong. Born into a Feng Shui family, he has been practicing the art for 40 years. He is our walking Feng Shui dictionary that is well versed in all sub-branches of Feng Shui. Master Fong uses his talent and experience to improve the lives of many people around him. Let's welcome Master Fong.
Hello， 大家下午好，欢迎来到风生水起。看你的环境就知道你的风水，就好像古人看到一片落叶就知道秋天到了的意思。欢迎大家，谢谢大家，希望能给你一点指点，你们得到你们所要的知识。谢谢 ，Wendy。
Okay.
好的 ，Wendy。
I think she got a bit of technical issue here.
Yep. The mic, is it?
Why not, Master KK?
Yeah.
All right,
Let's start the
thank you,
show
Wendy.
then.
I think, Wendy, we have some problem. Can you fix the mic while we carry on the show first? All right, Masters, I'm going to bring Wendy behind the show. All right, Wendy, fix your mic. Thank you. All right, Masters, time for a show. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about Watergardens. Whether it's a good property or not, a property you buy or not. Let's talk about it shortly. And towards the end of the show, we'll give you a keen bias to tell you whether it is something to go into or not. First and foremost, if you have not received any of these 3 books, don't worry. At the end of the day, when we give you a link, you can download this 3 book at your own convenience. Okay, all masters here spend a lot of time, a lot of effort trying to read this 3 book for all readers out there. Okay? They're definitely going to be useful if you're a home buyer or a current home owner. All right, good. All right. Now, masters, let's look at the map. This is the map provided by Street Directories. There are good people of Street Directories. Street Directory actually are people who are very good map because they actually color the whole map very colorfully. They also make it very cute and very precise and also very. All right, so this is the floor plan of this is the map for Watergardens at Canberra, and we're going to teach you how to read the map. Right? First and foremost, there's a line across from the left to the right, and this is the sector, we call it northwest. All right, and this is the sector, we call it north. Sometimes people use the word cardinal, but I use the word sector for this show, so it's easier and convenient for everybody to understand. All right. By northeast, followed by east, and then followed by after that we have south, and then we have southwest, and then we have west. Okay, good. Now, all that being said, now we're going to go into the map itself, and from the map we're going to tell you a lot of things. We're going to start from the north. We're going to go one big round clockwise all the way, ending in northwest. Okay, good, everybody. All right, masters, you ready? Not really, I will be the one shooting off with the north. All right. First and foremost, I really don't like the north. All right, north is the sector representing the family. It also represents the year 2008, which is 13 years ago, and last year 2020. The coming years will be 2032. Now also represents the zodiac, also represents second boy in the family, meaning to say the boy is the second born son. He must have an elder brother above him. If he is a son and has a sister above him, it's not counted. He has to have a brother above him. All right, then it's the second son. The north represents the body parts of your kidney. All right, it also represents memory and strategy. In business, it represents cash flow. Okay, so I want to tell you something that I really don't like the north sector because there's too many elements in there. Condomoro, the Commodore, all right, I don't like it because it's under construction, so it's good element and it's going to punish the north sector. All right, masters.
Yeah, I think the north sector, when we look at the place itself, actually it's still not built up yet. That's why we are basing on the map. The north sector itself, you really go to the site and take a look at this place. Yeah, it's really empty. But based on the map, we know that the constructions of the new project is there. Yeah, there are many construction, and also there's a big park over there. As we know, the north is the water element represent the water elements, and then there's wood over there to exhaust the water. So to this sector itself, the second son probably will need to face some difficulties, especially exhausting of his energy. So as we say that, what kind of person will stay in what kind of house. So it means that by looking at our luck cycle itself, or the family luck cycle itself, okay, when you encounter a particular luck, you may choose a place that it bring you this kind of phenomenons, okay, from the external factor itself. So from the external factor itself, we actually can see what kind of luck that family is actually facing. So that's why when we want to move, we want to select a place, a time where our luck is good, and a place where actually the luck is very good as well. So we have to try very hard to do that. Yeah. So by looking at this, the north itself, yeah, I think it's not so good for the second son. And what do you say, Master?
I think it's kind of weak, this sector. It also carries the so-called investment, okay? Water is also represented, okay, like investment. And there is one particular plot right at the north down there that's called what, the brownstone residence. Okay, like Master KK just mentioned. Okay, like Master KK just mentioned, water represents kidney. Okay, north represents water. So very, very, be very careful. Okay, have your body check up. Okay, and if you have any of the symptoms like you pass through urine, you feel pain, your weak kidney, better have a check. Okay, yeah, this is what I see from here. Okay, yep.
Okay.
So it means that for the person, it's the second son. For the sickness wise, is the kidney, and kidney stone probably is something that we need to beware of.
Well, it could affect anybody in the family, especially the second son.
Yeah.
Master Feng?
OK，到我了哈，我不要吓大家哈。如果那个你们的 floor plan 或者是 layout 真的有缺陷的话，不单只是刚才的问题，如果更严重的话，男人要小心哦。刚结婚的要生小孩没那么容易哦。然后老人呢要注意，有一种叫做 prostrate， 就是我们男人的前列腺这个要非常注意哦，知道吗？还有一点这个坎卦就是易经里面的危险险险的意思，你就要小心一点哦。就是跟人家合作做生意的时候危险哦，不要上套，不要上当，上了人家的陷阱哦。好，所以大家选房子的时候千万要小心哦。虽然的机会 不是很大，但是从这个方面都已经有一点兴趣了，所以大家选房子的时候要很小心，很小心。好了，我讲到这里了，不要吓大家。
Thank you, Master
Hey,
Fong.
but there's something
Thank you
good.
very much.
There's something good. Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Yes. Okay.
We see that there's a school over there. You know, if you encounter some earning some money in the year 2020, probably it represent that, you know, this particular school itself bring you money in the year of 2020, which means that it come back 12 years later in 2030, 32, then it will actually, you know, bring back the same kind of energy. Yeah, so we need to map it accordingly to the 12 years life cycle.
Oh, okay.
但
Okay,
是健
understand
康
that.
还是重要的哦，健康还是要注意哦。
Okay. For the benefit of the non-Chinese speaker, let me just highlight once again what Master Fong shared. So basically, for the new family, when it comes to family planning, the gentleman might actually, it's more on the gentleman's side, I'm so sorry to say, but there'll be a tad of difficulties, okay? But all this is because of a missing corner. So you just have to be very careful when you're selecting a unit. Before you go about getting your purchase and making a decision, I would suggest that you speak to the masters first, especially for the new families that is planning for, to extend your family, right? Okay, that's basically, I think, what Master Fong was trying to share. But however, Master Steamers has also assured us that generally, I think it's still quite all right? Because the 12-year cycle.
Yeah, basically you can strengthen your north in the house as in internal feng shui. External feng shui is so great that we can't move the school or you can't move anything.
Yes.
So by strengthening
Right.
the internal, then it will help and ease the problem.
Okay, relieved to know that the Masters has remedy for this. So that's your north, okay? What about the northeast, Masters?
All right, thank you. The north is a bit better. The north represents the element. The most representing it would be your cow and buffalo, your count and your tiger. They also dangerous around, and northeast also represents the sun family. They also symbolize the body parts, your nose, your shoulder, your neck, your backbones, skin, tissues, all right, and career. The small children at home. It also symbolized the year 2021 and 2022. I personally like the MRT over there. However, if you pick the smaller order, you see this, you can see that there is a bow and arrow right in front of you, right in front of the northeast sector, which is Australia. So I really like that at home. All right, Masters, take away. Come on.
Yeah, the bow and arrow, I think either in 2021, 2022, it could be in 2023. It depends also on the unit you select. Yeah, the bow and arrow also represent that a betrayer, someone actually harmed you very badly, directly, brutally at the particular angle, and it may be coming from the business itself. Yeah, because this sector is representing your business, your platform where you actually use it to earn money, and also it can be your employee. Yeah, that betrayal come from the employee. So this is very close to the unit. You can see that that particular bow and arrow is very close to the unit itself. But there's something good about this is that I can see the MRT station means that that Chinese call 人气, yeah. So we like the humans energy that coming from there, and then the benefits that it can also coming from this area, and then it's there to help as well. How about your?
Yep. The MRT station is good. Behind it is the Canberra Plaza, another shopping mall, and that will definitely ease off some of the problems. But this northeast sector is not very strong, because if you look further on, there is all the estates that are named starting with east. Okay, east represents wood, and wood countering the earth itself. This is kind of problematic here. And there is a forested park also there. Further on, then that is also wood. And if you see further on, there's this blue and red building is SCDF. SCDF also represents wood over there. So there's more wood countering the earth. So it will be a very, very tiring for the people there, especially people with business companies. Yeah. Okay, that's the point.
哎，刚才你们所说的这些都很有道理，对，就是这个叫做 North East，就是我们所说的东北方。东北方呢，也代表小儿子的地方，因为有太多的木的那种元素在这里，给他压力很大。如果你是做生意，你会遇到很多的 hindrance， 就是阻碍啊，或者是如果你选到的方位刚刚好有反攻的地方，在你这个地方，那么你会遇到小人呐、这个叫做小人作祟啊，我们叫打小人呐、就是这样哦。但是也不要担心哦，你可以移形换位，把它选到一个移掉这个反攻位。那当然，房子里面再加一点补救的方法，那就应该可以解决这一个地方的那种缺点了当然，它好的地方也有聚人气的，所以也不用太过担心。好，我就分享到这里。
Okay, thank you, Master Fong.
Another thing to add on, if you choose a unit that has protruding northeast, then this problem will be eased much more and healthier, I would say. Right?
Yeah, counterbalance.
Okay.
Yeah, the sector also got the river surrounding it. Yeah, and then it is curving into the sector. It means that water at this sector is the well 水为财 at this sector. So it's good, but however, just need to take care of the east crown, east wave, east bank, east delta, east lawn. We need to take care of that.
很大的压力哦。
Okay, many east condos. Okay, understand that. Do you have anything else to add on, Masters, before we actually move on to the east sectors?
I totally agree with what Eric had just mentioned. That you really need the east sector that is strong in the sector. If your floor plan is not strong, not protruding, or it has cavity, you'll be the first to receive brute 2021 and 2022, which coming will be 2023, 2032, and 2033. Back to Andy.
Thank you, Master KK, for the additional information. Okay, so we have heard that businessmen have to be actually a little bit more cautious when it comes to selecting a unit here. Okay, shall we just now quickly move on to the east and see what does the east have to share with us? How about this, Master Simas? Would you like to start the ball first with the east side?
Yeah, on the east side, I see this Asian sapphire,
so,
Asian emerald.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Good. We're going to talk about the east sector. The east sector represents the eldest son. It also represents the 2023 and the past 2011. It's wood element, and it is representing the body parts are your legs, your liver, your cholesterol, hepatitis. All right. Personally, I think the son, the first boy, is a very hardworking boy. A lot of friends in there. All right. Come, Masters, take away. Tell us more.
Yeah. Also, the boy is a very how we say called is a raw kind of have that kind of status, right? So because of this emerald and the sapphire, so very expensive to bring him up. Yeah, and then because the sector itself have a lot of these factories over there, means that we can see that the first son over here is very, very hardworking. Yeah, and also because of very hardworking, and the result will be there. The result will be there. The only thing is that it's a little bit exhausting for him. So we need to take care of the body, especially the spine, the
Hands and legs.
backbone side, the one very, very important because study too much, the spine might be affected. Yeah. What do you say?
Eyesight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I see it differently. I see this could be a very angry boy because or this family, will have some anger issues here because there is a Holy Three Sri Bala Subramaniam Indian Temple, and there is a Chongfu Secondary School, Northland School. These are all fire elements over here. So fire at wood, burning the wood itself. So and East wood also represents anger. So there's fire, there's anger. Well, there could be some health issues also with liver, limbs. Yeah, this I don't see it very strong too. This is not a strong sector, right?
Okay.
Wow.
Thank you, Master.
嗯，
Okay.
我也
So
说
we've
上
seen
几
that
吧
for the east side. Ah,
OK，
Master
我
Feng,
But there's some
还有什么
water element actually helping. There's some water element also helping. So it depends on that location that we select. That water element can play a part. Yeah.
总的来说啦，我说一下这个东边就是孩子聪明用功，但是脾气也比较急啊，急性子啊，急啊，脾气一发，对吧？但是你要避开那个很大的一个反攻啊，那个如果你避开了这些好的因素，那个孩子就全部收到啊。如果你没有避开反攻的话，那么这个孩子就很叛逆哦，啊，就是这样。
Ah, okay.
这个是我要
Okay,
补
I
充的。
understand. So, thank you, Master Feng. So what I understand from Master Feng is that this boy will be very hardworking. The first child or the first boy in the family will be very hardworking. However, he can be a very angry boy as well because it also depends very much on the unit that is being selected.
At that tempo.
And
Yes.
yes, if it's not a very if you did not remedy any of this factor, the boy will become impatient as well as rebellious. That's the two
Yes.
correct traits, right? Rebellious and impatient. Okay, so parents of a son at home, please take note when you're picking a unit. Okay, and that was the east sector. So, masters, shall we move on to the southeast then?
Whoa. What's
Whoa.
happening?
I'm so sorry about that. I think, sorry viewers, okay, beg your pardon. I think today we have some distortion from our technical side. It's okay if you still can hear us. Okay,
Yes.
masters, can you
Did
still
you
hear
have
me?
two computer? Did you have two computer mic both on or one?
I think maybe
For
Master
myself,
KK
it's
one.
one.
Mm.
Yeah, probably
Love.
because Master KK
It's
is
okay.
Master
Yeah.
KK sound not so nice. Yeah, that side.
I'd like to
Yeah,
add on
so sorry.
one more point. One more point in the east sector. It depends on the unit you choose. Yes, correct. Then if you can see the road band is also directing from the east side.
Yes.
So
yes.
that has to be taken into consideration if you want to choose a unit. Try not to choose with the direct band coming to your unit. Okay, I know this plot of land,
okay.
there is some extension further down. So to escape from the road bands,
Strongly agree.
Okay, so
Yes.
just
So
avoid the
selecting that
band.
unit, the time you have to be very careful because do not either from the northeast or from the east. So it depends on what you encounter during that time. That that qi itself will actually replicate what you encounter. Yeah.
Okay, thanks for highlighting the point. Okay, so that is the east for you. Okay, let's go on and see what the southeast will bring for us. Shall we just take it away, masters?
Oh,
Okay.
southeast. Haha. We see many schools. A lot of people like to have schools, but schools at east and southeast is not very good. And southeast is representing the first daughter, the firstborn daughters. Yeah.
Okay.
So the schools over there actually will also exhaust her very badly. Okay, and to the health wise, I think southeast is more on the respiratory system. Yeah, so
Okay.
need to watch out. Yeah, need to watch out for that. What do you say, Master?
Okay, so Southeast represent the year will be 2024, 2025. The animals representing will be the snakes and the dragon. The Southeast is also good element, the first daughter in the family. That means she must be the firstborn girl in the family. The body parts will be lymph nodes, and whether you are a tidy person or not, it can be seen here as well. Not just the daughter, but the family itself, and whether you're a good reputation also can be seen here. Good. I personally think that the first daughter in this family, it's somebody that's very short fuse. Okay, so come on, Masters, please share. I see you laughing and nodding away. Please share yours, please.
Yes. Like Master Simas just mentioned, there's a lot of schools over there. And there is this Chongpang Temple, okay, also located there. And then a memorial park, Columbarium, and also Chu Xiang Dong Temple. So there are lots of negative energies over here, especially mostly fires. So fire burning the Eastwood, Eastwood also represents hair. Okay, someone's hair will drop more than the others. Okay,
hey, hello. This kind of sensitive thing cannot say one. No, hello.
Today it's not me 今天我不要讲头发了。
I think I stop at hair 啦。Okay.
好，
You
你
jolly
说
well
头
stop
发
at hair.
我就讲他的脑神经啊，好吧？这个so-called的东南方呢，就是你们所说的 Southeast， 这个也代表大女儿。这个大女儿的脾气比大儿子的脾气更急哦，更躁啊。这个你就要注意了，搞不好有脑神经衰弱啊，这个要小心一点，而且有掉头发。掉头发啦，不会多大啦，
又是掉头发，
不会光掉了一点点头发，因为他晚上会一直做噩梦啊，做很多梦，因为他的脑神经一直在想啊，所以这一点就要注意了就是这样，所以你要加强那个方位就可以了，所以这些必须要注意的。我就说到这里了。
I just want to highlight to the masters that the check is not been signed yet. Checks are on my table pending, depending on the amount of hair you're bringing to the topic here.
I see a good one. This Chongpang Raya, Chongpang. There are quite a number of Chongpang over here. Zhongpang in Chinese. Okay, 忠于邦国, patriotic. Wow. So it means that the first daughter itself, although it's very bad, a quick tempo, a little bit of exhausted, but very, very loyal to the country. Yeah, she can be an army guy also, army person also. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep.
Interesting.
Okay.
Actually, Master KK, you save quite a lot. You don't need to go to the salon. You don't need to comb.
I
understand. For shampoo as well.
Yeah. 因为它自动干燥是吧？自动干燥。
对，现在的 shampoo 很贵的，说真的 ，today shampoos are all very expensive. Also, honestly, it's very confusing. There's too many shampoo brands out there. Everybody's claiming good. So now without this problem,
there's one new brand I can recommend you. It's called Own Cell Drop.
Yeah, produced by Master Feng, right?
按摩洗衣吗？按摩。
Right. So we stay at Southeast. We have own self drop. Okay, understand. So anything else to add on for the Southeast, Masters?
Yeah, I think there will be two transition in the year 2024 for the people who's going to stay in this house, if they happen to move into this house. But the house will already be ready in 2025.
Right.
So if you have purchased this house already, it also can tell you that in 2024 there will be two changes and transition. Towards the 2025 period, there will be one more transition. Okay. So embrace yourself if you are somebody who do not like transition. But unfortunately, in 2024, 2025, slightly a bit more transition in life. Okay.
So some changes. Okay, understand that. So if there's no talk for East, Okay, just like to ask the viewers that if you have any questions that you want to ask the masters, or to clarify certain issues, you can actually type them into the comment right now, so that the masters can do their best and try to just answer them very quickly right now, because otherwise
Don't
Feng?
ask about hair drop. Please ask Eric. Don't ask me.
Okay.
I just
Okay.
want to
Any
remind
shampoo
you,
issues or shampoo to recommend?
Yes.
I just want to remind the public that in Singapore, the best hairdresser is also another Motak. Okay, the most profitable one is also another Motak. So only Motak knows all about that. Okay, okay, let's move on from here, shall we?
Okay.
So a lot of people, by listening from us, listening in the audience out there from the north all the way to southeast, are wondering how come we are able to read so many things, even though you're not even purchased or it's not even launched. You're just thinking of buying it only, Well, okay, just do it this way. Let me do a very simple exercise with all of you all. Imagine you do not like pink color. All right, pink color is not your favorite color, but pink is my favorite color. Right? Just imagine pink is not your favorite color. Would you buy a pink color dress, pink color shirt, pink color car, or a pink color wallet? You will not. So because pink is not your favorite color, hence this is your patterns. You do not like pink. So when we are reading the floor plans or street directory, we are actually reading your patterns. Okay, from this information on the street directory, we can know a lot of things about your health, your family's career, and your luck. All right. Having that said, if you are interested to know more, I would like to promote something here. I want to use the word promote because it's literally telling you that if you're out there looking for property, you really want to get one of these yourself, because in here we have already a book that is written for you. It's called the #1 Modern Feng Shui Home Selection Checklist Workbook for Property Buyers. Because we may not be able to review all the condos in Singapore, or you may be also looking into a resale flat or a resale condo or a resale landed property, which we have not covered. So with this workbook, you can actually be very, very useful for you in terms of home hunting. In this workbook, we will teach you step by step how to plot the map, how to select a proper house. All right. For example, by plotting the map, after you have plotted the map, we will give you a worksheet like that. In this worksheet, we'll cover 8 sectors. Each sector represents one element, and each sector also tells you what are the buildings you need to avoid. If you see this building, you can mark at the site how many buildings are there. All right. For example, if you have a building here that is the construction site, you want to put a tick over there. All right. How many construction site is there? Maybe there are 2 construction sites, and maybe you want to see there's a post office in the north sector, and then probably you also see a factories or warehouse in the north sector. So these are all not very good for the north sector. So out of the 8 points, you got 3 that is not very good, and you can mark down over here. 3 items appeared in your north sector that are not good for you. And what are the implications? Which year is going to be good for you? Who are the one that is affected? It's all written in this box right here. How about the illnesses? Illnesses are reflected here. All the potential illnesses you can have if your north is not strong. It's all written here. So this is a very useful workbook for home buyers, and it is also specially designed for home buyers like yourself. Okay, simple to understand, no big jargons out here. Like yours, like much Wendy has mentioned, I don't like Feng Shui because it's too complicated. So once I learn and train in Feng Shui, I want to make everything very, very simple for laymen like you. It's easy for you to select a house. Okay, and all these come at a very, very cheap price of $47 only. However, the first version has been sold already. We are waiting to print our second versions. All right, we are taking orders, and you may see yourself at 6 to 8 weeks of waiting time. All right, but the first 20 purchase will get a 30 minutes house analysis for free. All right, our masters will do a free house analysis for you. All right, if you are interested, later we'll give you the code. Now, the second thing that a lot of people are wondering is, can they engage us to do a property house selection? Yes, you can. We strongly encourage you that. Why? For example, when you go to the departmental store to buy a pair of jeans for yourself, would you want to try it out first in the fitting room? Would you want to check the seams, make sure it's all correct? You want to check the zip, it's all proper before you purchased it? Or you just simply grab and you go? So I think everybody will say, yeah, they want to select, they want to go and check out in the fitting room. Same thing here. The very first thing you need to do when you want to buy a property is you need to do the analysis. You need to select it. Instead of just buy with it and do Feng Shui, you should do your Feng Shui first. Select the best house for yourself and for your family before you actually purchase it. After all, houses are not cheap. Condo costs over $1 million. I understand Pasir Ris 8 has shot up to over $1,000 per square feet, which is crazy. Okay, so be careful what you buy. What you buy may directly affect your family's health, career, and luck. All right, so we have come up with one special promotion for all of you here. 3 properties for house selection. The usual price is $1,500, but today, only today, because you are viewers, you get to only pay $1,088. A far cry, a very cheap. And you get to have the free book, okay? But this is only subjected to the first 6 packs. First 6 people will sign up. So be the first people to sign up, all right? And you get a first free book. You get a first workbook, okay? For free. All right.
Master KK, the 3 properties, 3 projects, right?
Yes, sir. 3 projects, regardless whether it is the same property, or same development or not. Doesn't matter. Okay? Doesn't matter. So long as it's in Singapore. All right? The reason why we
I'd like
restrict
to
to
add
Singapore
on
is because we
something.
cannot travel. Yes, sir?
Okay, I'd
Someone saying
like to
something.
add on something. Yeah, on
Yes.
the free house analysis will be conducted via online Zoom, and we will just need to have your postal code, and we will just read the environment and get the feedback from you. Because by doing this, understanding your environment, we will know what to do exactly inside the house, what needs to be done precisely. That's all.
Yeah,
Good.
so yeah, just add on to that, because we will read your past few years luck cycle and to confirm with your luck cycle that going forward, so that we know that what will be happening later on, so we do the remedy accordingly.
All right. Great. Thank you, Master Simas and Master Eric. So we have over here a promotion that will be the $47 for the workbook, a useful workbook for customers who want to buy a new house. All right, this is the QR code you can actually scan and let Wendy know. All right, and then promotion for a free workbook plus 3 house selection, 3 units for the first 6 audience only. And then we have a form. If you want us to do your Feng Shui, right, you just scan the QR code, fill out the form. The office will be in touch with you, and we can help you see the Feng Shui as well. Okay, good. Having said that, Masters, I think let's move back to Feng Shui. Let's talk about the South sector. The South sector represents the year 2014. The coming will be 2026. The South is fire element, and South represents the second sister, the second daughter in the family, the second girl. That means she must have an elder sister above her. South represents the academic for children, also represents the paperwork documentation for the adults. South also represents visibility and relationship. The body parts for South would be the eyesight, the blood pressure, the heart, and for the lilies, it will be breast. Okay, and South also represents the animal horse. All right. I personally think that out of all the 8 sectors, all the sectors we mentioned so far, of all the 4 sectors, the 5th sector will be the South. South is so far the better one. I like South a little bit more than the rest. Masters, can you please take away?
Yeah, I like South also. Yeah, the one and only springs is at the south of this unit. Sembawang Spring itself. Yeah, is at this place, and also the Sembawang Spring Estate. Yeah, and also the Nam Hong Siang Temple also at this sector. Yeah, so I like to highlight these particular 2 roads. One is Hikayat and one is a Cerpen in Malay. Yeah, what does it mean? Is a short novel, okay, and the history, which means that the second daughter of the house, probably is very good in literature. Yeah, so I mean, very, very, very smart girl. Yeah, good in literature.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, like the 2 masters just mentioned, South is good. Yes, I agree. Okay, South, you can see that there's a Mooning Park, there's a pet schoolhouse, which is fire, and Mooning Park is wood, and Chong Pang Camp further down. Okay, camp, army camp, all these are wood represented too. So it's pretty well supported, okay, in the south. That means to say that this family is very passionate people, right? 很热情, yeah. So
热情
and
如火。
热情 and
嗯
all right,
嗯，
quite very polite people. Okay,
有文化。
有文明。
有文化。
嗯
Okay, yeah, Master Feng.
好，大家都说的很好，很好，这点我赞同。但是呢，这个地方要小心一点哦。这个地方有一种我们叫做花，什么花呢？要小心一点哦，叫做桃花。因为这个呢，这个地方是如果房子里面你的 layout 或者是不好有缺陷的话，那就比较糟糕了一点就会引起这种小问题啦。夫妻的感情是会影响的，但是这个方位呢是这么多个方位以来的最好的一个方位，有助于小孩子读书文昌位这个地方也是前景很好，这个前景就是火嘛，火代表前景嘛，也代表人很斯文、文明有文化，这种都是很好的，但是要注意注意，因为如果再配合你的北方不好的话，其他，那么你想一下，感情基于什么会好吗？那么他就会跑出去呢这点就要很小心了的来对待了，不要看到好就很好，我们都要注意的。好，等一下我会念一首诗给你们知道什么叫做好和不好。等到差不多我会念一首诗。为什么我要念这首诗呢？
我们有耳福
有耳福你们不是听过了？好啦，既然卖个关子也卖不可以太久，我就先说吧。举头望明月，低头思故乡。但是呢，这个男人在这个不好的北方的时候，只能他举头看不了明月，只能低头思故乡你们去想想，我说的是什么？一会儿
乜簡單咧？I eat kantang. I don't know what you're talking about.
低头思故乡。等一下，你看那个整个layout像什么的时候，你就知道了，好吧
Wow, this is interesting. This is interesting.
I'll think about it.
OK， 好，我们继续吧。
Okay, I'll ask Master Eric later.
Master Feng 谁是故乡？
Why me?
哪个女孩子叫
Because you
故
will think
乡
about it.
Okay, come Wendy, go ahead.
Okay, so we have a very interesting south. The only thing that Wendy gathered more or less is gentlemen. So it's a hair-raising issue for the wives, the girlfriends, the women, right? So it's, I'm sorry, Master KK, it is indeed a hair-raising issue for us women. Yes. We will drop hair over all these worries. Okay, so I understand the Tao Hua Yun. So, okay, that is the south. Let's hope that, you know, the southwest can have even better news for especially the women. How about that? Enlighten us, Mr. KK. Southwest?
Thank you. So, southwest represents the mother and the family. All right. So, it's earth element, and southwest also represents the year 2015, 2016, coming the year 2027, 2028, earth element. The animals representing will be the monkeys and the sheep, the goat. Okay, so it's also representing the body parts are the ladies' reproductive organs, your uterus, also representing the digestive system for the whole family. When we all know it's earth element, it's always afraid of wood element. So is this a good sector? Unfortunately not. I don't like this sector at all because I felt that this sector is giving a lot of stress to the woman. All right, and a lot of may have created a lot of health issues. May create some problems like fibroid or cysts in the uterus, things like that. For if you're into business, your customer are also not very good for you because the customers are going to be very difficult to handle, very picky, very difficult to please. All right, that's all I have to share at the present moment. Masters, please take away.
Yeah, so the one and only hot spring is at the southwest. Yeah, So, but because the southwest represent earth, and this hot springs is water, right? So if your southwest is not strong, like what we mentioned just now, if the internal structure or internal floor plan is not strong enough, then it means that this hot spring over here will bring you illness. Yeah, and it's also illness in the stomach, which is not so good. But something good about it is that I like the school over there, the international school. Yeah, the only one at these sectors. Yeah, this is very good, and that is closer to the unit than the hot springs itself. Masari?
Yes, agree. Agree. The schools is at least giving some helping hand in the southwest sector. And not forgetting, southwest sector is earth, and this also represents the stability. Okay, stability in terms of in the family and in the company. So if there's a lot of wood element countering this southwest earth, I don't think the stability is there. And there's a communing park, and there's a nearer park, okay, closer to the plot there. And further on, you have this Chongpang camp and this
Bangkam
air
is the biggest
base,
one.
and there's an air base restricted area. So it could signify that it's quite restrictive during those periods. Yeah, especially for work. Yeah. Master Fong?
这个就是坤卦，坤卦就是厚德载物啊，就是代表母亲啊。母亲啊，在这个地方很辛苦啊，压力很大，很勤劳的为照顾家庭啊。所以这个方位呢，我希望大家选的房子这个方位要好，要很强，然后保护母亲的身体健康，才能为家里的2个调皮孩子，一个大的，一个小的，哎呀，让他头痛不已啊！还有老公呢，等一下我们再看看会不会令他头痛呢？等一下会分享啊。好
Thank
老公不是
you.
大
Thank
儿
you,
子吗？
Master Fong.
老公不是大儿子吗？那个最操心的不是吗？
是的，还有嘛，如果他有他的爸爸住在那里，那就更头痛。
Okay, good.
Mommy 辛苦. Okay.
Yeah, this sector is really not good for mommy. Yeah.
Mommy 辛苦. Right. So that's the southwest for mummies.
Maybe I want to add on something for if you don't mind, can I add on something?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, because the north, east sector and the east sector are all not very prosperous, are not very good because of the bow and arrow. Okay, so and the southwest represents the uterus, represents the womb, and it's also not very good. I strongly suggest mother or mother to be, if you want to have to form a family, I strongly suggest you get yourself a very good gynae. Okay? Because once you have bow and arrow in your northeast represents pregnancy will be a difficult pregnancy. When you have northeast, the east has an arrow, your first son can be somebody that is giving you a lot of morning sickness or giving you a difficult, complicated labor during the delivery time. It also symbolizes the boy can be very rebellious at times, okay, or the children's, because northeast represents all the little children at home, can also be a handful. So you really want to get yourself a good gynae to start off with. All right, that's just my 2 cents worth of thoughts. Wendy, back to you.
Important, very important to all women. Okay, so all mummies to be, please take note of the feedback given by Master KK. Okay, please get yourself a good gynae. Okay, so that is our southwest. How about the west? Can we have something a little bit better news for mummy? Less hair raising issues.
Okay, west sector would be again hair issues. I'm quite worried for the paycheck tomorrow. So west issue.
That's my hair raising issue.
West represents the year 2017, coming year 2029. West is metal element, and West has an animal. It's a rooster animal, right? The zodiac. And West also represents happiness and also represents communications. The body parts are the tongue, the dental issues, the throat. All right, and West represents the third daughter. That means she must have 2 elder sisters above her. Unfortunately, Wendy, the West is equally bad, if not terrible, because there are just 4 petrol stations over there. So what does it symbolize? It symbolizes there's a lot of quarrels at home, or mommy,
Unhappiness.
to prepare food. Say again.
Yeah, unhappiness.
Yeah, unhappiness, and because mommy need to prepare food for the family, right? This family嘴巴很刁, they are all foodie. They like to eat food, only good food, and doesn't make better when there's a very famous roti prata store beside the petrol station. All right, so masters, this is all I have to share. Please take away and tell us more.
You see, the petrol station is so close to it. Yeah, not only that, no, they like to eat good food and then fried food, nah. Then after that, they got what, no, ulcer, leh. Yeah, so I mean, eat too much of that. Yeah, there is a fire element at the metal location. Yeah, so this is one of the possible symptom that ulcer is that, and but something that I noticed, there are quite a number of parks over here, and also the camp also there, but the camp is a bit further. Yeah, but almost half of the sector is the camp, but it's slightly further. So it means that if you want to develop the career, if you go overseas, probably go further. Yeah, it will be better. Yeah, and use your mouth. Yeah, use your voice. Okay, use to make money.
Cannot sing one.
Cannot sing, but can talk ma. 收聲 also 會講話. Yeah, because the money is all there. Yeah.
Actually can sing. They must go overseas to sing. They cannot run the quota in Singapore. They must go to overseas to Taiwan and run quota.
You mean like
they run in Singapore, right? But sell in Taiwan? Yeah, not bad, not bad. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, correct. Going overseas is a good idea, but if you look closely, those are restricted area. Even though you go overseas, it might be quite difficult.
Go overseas, open KTV lah.
Oh my goodness.
No. That will cause the mummy to drop more hair. Then the mummy has to worry a lot. Not enough hair to drop already.
Yeah lah, you see lah.
If you look closer, just after behind the 4 petrol kiosks, there is this THK for disabled and Swami Age Home. Okay, these two are really negative energies at the West. So communication will have problems, will have issues. Okay, it could be they don't think before they speak and hurt a lot of people. Yeah, this is not very good sign. Yeah.
Okay. No
Swami Age, Swami Age in Malay. Swami means husband.
Oh.
Yeah. So then later Northwest it actually is a symptom to the Northwest sector.
师傅 tell us more. 师傅。
哎呀，这个不用说了，这个你看他们吃那么刁，坐在一起吃饭的时候就吵来吵去啊，这个不好吃，那个不好吃了，很刁的很，而且讲话很讽刺的，很 sarcastic 的，那个吃了流鼻血啦，喉咙痛啊，这病就出来，就是吧？你看火不是太重咯。对我们的那个呼吸系统也不好，所以这个方位呢，我看起来不是太好哦。就好像诸位师父所说的一样，这个它的收成只能过到远方发展才比较好哦。所以这间屋子虽然很有文化，有读书很好，但是讲出来的话是在有一些很刺激的那种话所以
有文化的话，
对，讲那个话比较有一点
闻得到的话，
出口成章啊。
Got one plus point here. Got one plus point here because there is a church, Glory Joy Church. Okay.
还幸好，是好，幸好。
There's some control over there. That's good.
Okay.
May I add on one point over here? Because West also symbolize operation, right? Surgery. Okay, so what kind of surgery is stated there very clearly? Swami, so father. If you're a father, then the year 2029 coming year 2029, be careful, especially if you are somebody who smokes or somebody who uses the voice quite a lot. You really want to take care of your throat and your lung. And for people who have dental issues, please get yourself a good dentist. All right, not just that year, but generally you need to get a good dentist. All right.
除非你把牙拔到完了就没事。
That also need good dentist, right?
Good dental also. Denture, yeah.
OK，
Okay. Okay.
Good. Wendy,
So
back to
yeah,
you.
Xiaoxing. Okay, understand. So first we have hair issue, next we have teeth issues. Okay, but with or without, still have to get good hygiene. I understand that
Yes.
now. Truly. Okay, so just be careful, gentlemen. Okay, get a good dentist. Be careful, look after yourself. You know, if you smoke, like what Master KK say, or if you eat too much fried food, please just look after yourself and balance, you know, your health issues. Okay, having said that, so much health issues. Well, in a way, I'm glad we're coming to the very last sector, our Northwest. I'm looking forward to have some good issues because I heard a lot about this project. So, Master KK, something good for us from Northwest?
All right. Northwest represents the family member with the father, the man of the family. Okay. Also represents the boss, your employer. Also, it's the year 2018, 2019. Also, the year coming will be 2030, 2031. The two animals are your dog and your pig. All right. And you also represents money and authority. All right. Metal element. The body parts are your head. All right. And your colon. Like what Masters has mentioned, we all hope that this is a good sector. Unfortunately, there are also good and bad. There's old folks' homes over there.
A good one first, lah.
Pretty good. There's the CC over there, pretty good. It symbolizes a father like to sing, even though he's a bad singer. But then again, he says karaoke, don't need to sing one, huh?
Sing in the bathroom.
Going on in karaoke, yeah. So there's a big school over there. The school represents that the children or the family members may have migraine issues. Generally speaking, I don't give this place a very good, this sector a very high points. Come on, Masters, take a word from me. Tell me more.
Yeah, the good thing I see is the Sembawang Presbyterian Church is closer to the unit. Yeah, this is good. And then that's beside the Sembawang Shopping Center, which is so good, right? And then the Sembawang MPC, which is also good. Sembawang Bus Interchange, yep, all this. And then, of course, the MRT is the further one over there. There's quite a supportive elements to this Northwest. Yeah. But don't forget there are two schools over there. Yeah, and there's this Sun Plaza over there. That actually and the biggest one, the Old Nelson the Old Nelson Road. Yeah, the one. Yeah, that school also over there. Yeah, neutralize all this good stuff really. Yeah, Master Eric left something for you.
Yeah. Sun Plaza is there. There's one more Sun Sale. Yeah. And then all the primary schools, secondary schools, all the fires are there. So 50-50, you know, could be good, could be bad. But looking from the rest of the sectors and add up, I think this sector also not very strong. Yeah, this sector not strong. What's the point?
刚才 Master Ray 也说了，这个地方不是太好，我觉得也差不多。这个老头子如果是家的主人他喜欢跑去外面，在外面就很开心，够 strong 嘛，跑回家的时候呢，在冲凉房唱歌很难听，这也会吵，你知道吗？有时候发起头风就头痛的问题就是有这种问题了所以呢。这个位置呢，也不是说非常好。我们讲这个老人家有点头风因为他是头痛起来就会发头风而且那个西边也不好，这讲的话也是乱发脾气啦，不好。所以呢，女主人很辛苦，压力很大，所以大家就要小心一点。选择这个屋子啦。我的分享到这里，谢谢。
Yeah, I add one point because
sure.
Everybody is always worried about the expenses at home. Expenses can be very high if you stay in this place. If your floor plan is not ideal, And if your floor plans, your northwest is missing corner or missing cavities, the father don't like to stay at home. He likes to travel. He likes to go sailing. Having said that, there's a condominium pretty near to you. It's called a Nautica. It symbolizes that this place, the expenses, the money expenses is very high, or the father has authority being challenged. Okay, if you're a bosses yourself, your authority is also being challenged at home and at work. Right, both places are not good for you.
Work, yeah.
So yeah, and the northwest also represents the male reproductive organs. Right, and northwest in metal element, you really don't like the water element. Right, later on we're going to show you a picture to show you why the north is not favorable to the daddy. Right, or if you are thinking of becoming a father, there may be some challenges. All right, good. Back to you, Wendy, or any masters with anything to add on, please.
Yeah, if you have anything to add on, please let me know. Well, what Wendy has summarized so far is throughout the north to the northwest sector, we have picking, eating kids, but although they are very bright, okay, but these kids are going to be quite quarrelsome and quite a handful. So you end up with a very tired mom. Mostly missing dad who enjoys going out, I think, or spending a fair bit. That's how I look at stuff. So it's also a hair raising, to add on to mommy's burden. Where's my hubby? That kind of issue. So you have bright kids. That's a good thing. Well, I see it that way. But otherwise, you will end up spending a lot on gynae, dentists, because you're going to have quite a fair bit of issues, and doctors, right? Because Master KK mentioned about a possible surgery even. So, well, viewers, really, before you even go down and pick a units, before you bring down your checkbooks, I know it's a very exciting time. Ring our master up. Just have a chat, just find out, just give them the few units that you are looking at or possibly thinking of purchasing. Have a peace of mind, big investment, right? I think there's a lot of, issues that you have to look into before, it turns into a real issue. It'll be hair dropping. Then it'll be too late already, right? Okay, so we have gone through one whole round. That's my own personal view. Let's hear from the professional. Masters, what do you think of this whole entire development then? As a whole, will you buy this place?
First and foremost, I have want to look into the side map of the whole condominium. It's a very long and awkward shape. One look, you think it looks like a hammer. One look, you think it looks like an axe. I personally thought it looks like a pipe. The pipe that Master Eric is smoking is a pipe. But I think Master Simas, Master Eric, and Master Feng have their own understanding. Come, Masters, tell us more.
Yeah, I mean, from a cartoon lover, I will look at this as a axe of the Flintstone age. Yeah, so it's an axe. Yeah, so it's chopping to this side. Yeah.
Which is not good, is it? Or is it good?
Not good. Good.
Not very good, yeah, because you can see that there are many edges over there, and it depends on which location that you are you are choosing that particular unit, right? And then the facing itself, the location itself of the auspicious or inauspicious elements at the surrounding actually will affect it. Yeah, generally we can see that the northwest side is not so good, and this thing is exactly pointing at the west and northwest.
Okay, Master Eric, please tell us more. What do you think this is?
No, I haven't figured out yet. Ask Master Feng first.
像锤子咯，
锤子
毛线，锤子。
Okay, hammer.
OK， 来 hammer 要敲人家的头的 hammer，记得我们来唱吗
？I think I got it. First,
Okay.
Let me recap a bit. The north is not strong. The east also not very good. The southeast is a lot of fire burning. The south is good. Southwest
relationship is good.
Yeah. Okay. Then west not so good. Okay. Now I figure out the picture. Okay. It looks like the male organ.
Master Feng mentioned that.
He
It
said
looks
the
like the
male
male organ.
organ.
It's
这个
pointing
I'm
south.
sorry,
我看
Master
过
Eric.
pointing-
Did you say?
Yeah.
What?
It's pointing southeast. Okay, southeast, which is slanting down.
Hello.
And because the south is strong, the
Ah.
south should be pointed. Yes. So based on all these facts that we went through, yeah. So habit check.
Okay.
Let me just
Okay,
summarize
slowly.
for what Master Eric has just mentioned. I think Wendy, it's better for me to summarize than you summarize. What say you?
I think so. I'm actually quite taken aback. I'm not sure I heard correctly. Okay, yes, please help me
This-
out here,
this-
Master King.
I help you 啦，低头思故乡。
哦，
所以我刚才讲诗给你听嘛，男人要注意，这个是本来是要举头望明月，他举不起来就低头思故乡哦。OK
哦，
你不是在讲人
啊，因为他的北方不 strong 啊。所以
let's
你们
look
大
at it
家
this way.
好好。
This shape looks like a male organ, the penis. All right, and the few things that represents the penis would be the northwest. Okay, it represents the northwest is not strong and has a lot of fire, and there's a lot of water over the northwest, big water. All right, so and the north is very weak. So we are seeing that with the shape of this thing, the man in the family may have impotence or has problems with the reproductive organs. If you're looking into forming a family and if you've been trying for a long time, I strongly suggest you look for a good doctor. Hopefully you can be helped. In Feng Shui,
no
we can
wonder
help
the
you.
happiness is affected.
Yeah.
right? No,
So
but
in
just
Feng
that.
Shui-
No wonder nasty words.
In Feng Shui, we can help many people to have regain their pregnancy, to be forming a family. I think very lately we have a client by the name of Nor. She texted me personally to say that after we have advised her how to do place a few things, she has passed the message to her sister, and the sister, after getting married for a long time, finally conceived, which is good news for her. So we have helped many people who has fertility issues. In Feng Shui, we can do something, but you still need to seek professional help medically. All right.
Yep.
Feng Shui is not everything. Meaning to say, after see Feng Shui, after your house audited, doesn't mean that you cross the road. You don't need to watch out for cars. Okay. Good. Did I just translate that clearly and properly for you, Master Eric?
Yeah, so I also have a incident where I have a client quite a number of years ago. Also, I helped him in doing the north sector. At the same time, I passed him a Chinese physician's contact who helped them to conceive a baby. Now, what happened is that they have a twins after that. Yeah.
Happy news.
So to summarize up the whole property, let's give this property a little grading, judging from a professional view whether it's a yes, a buy, or no, a no buy. All right, I think that's easier for majority of our customers or potential buyer. What say you guys? Are you okay for it?
Yep.
Good? All right. So Master Simas, please tell us what is your percentage of buy? Upon 10, what is your percentage? 3? 3 for
yes. Yep. 7 for no.
7 for no buy. Okay, good. You want to illustrate why you're selling 3 and 7, Master?
Yeah, I mean, if you just blindly choose a location and just let your own luck to determine what you're going to do, yeah. So the chances are that there'll be 30% chances that you hit into all the prompt that we mentioned, and 70% of it you will having a problem and then facing later on. And don't forget that it's 12 years a cycle. So every 12 years, all the same things will come back and hit you. So depends on the location you choose. Yeah. So if you can choose a good location, but majority of it depends on your luck as well. As what we say, the TNT, the luck, the location, and of course the human factor, which is very important, where we can do a lot of changes inside there.
Okay, thank you,
Yeah.
Master Simas, for sharing. Master Eric, would you like to tell us what is your points for the condominium, buy or no buy?
I think I'll go with the same what like Master Simas just gave, the 3 and 7. As just now understand the whole picture of it. Yep, only one that is strong and the rest are pretty weak. So that's the point that I was going to give 3, 7.
Mm.
All right, good. Feng Sifu, Master Feng, would you like to share with us what is your concern and how many points you want to give to this condominium for the buyers? Buy how many percent and no how many percent?
我给3/7/21走为上计，因为如像你所讲的，我选到这样的环境，我还不走。当然还有例外，当然你会选，你把它移形换位，选到一些比较好的地方，就没有这种问题了。
你会乾坤大挪移哈、
乾坤大挪移可以了所以刚才所讲的那一个地点，我就给它3/7/21走为上计。好的。
Okay. So it's basically below the average, huh? So
Yep.
same here. I think today we are all very similar in terms of the points. I also give this property only 3 buy, 7 no go. Very simple, very close. The 3 points actually come from the MRT. There's an MRT, and that's the only good thing I see in the MRT. Additional development and the south sector. All right, these two are the ones that give me the 3 points. What is not good is that the MRT is in the northeast sector. It's over already. All right, it's over. By the time you move in 2026, 2025, 2026, you miss the train already. You got to wait for another good 7 years before you catch the train again. So that's the MRT is not helping you out anytime soon. Secondly, there are bow and arrows in the northeast. There's bow and arrow in the east, which is not very good at all. Thirdly, the northeast and southwest are very weak. When the 2 sectors of the northeast and the southwest, which represent the earth elements, are weak, it's going to have a lot of implications on the family's financial, the family stability, the harmony, and the mother especially is going to be very stressful. So I don't like the 2 sectors. Having said that, we also see that the north sector is very weak, meaning to say the cash flow, the saving of this family is not strong. And how do we know that? Because the northwest sector has a big water and Nautica. So symbolize that the family who stays in there are always constantly struggling with money. In Singapore, if you're struggling with money, tough, very tough. Okay, so that's the reason why I give it to a big score of 3 buy, 7 no buy. So today I think we're all similar. It's just 30% no buy, 70% go ahead. Yes, back to you, Wendy.
Okay, I appreciate that. So, well, all potential home buyers, I'm sure you've heard the masters very loud and clear. So if you have any other questions, you can still post it on here. Okay. Otherwise, no worries. Okay. You can always reach us on Facebook, on our website, and then we will still definitely, help you along with your selection. So let me just take very quickly any other questions that we need. If it's not, okay. Masters, do we have anything of interest? Yes, to actually share
let
right
me
now.
Let me add on the little facts about Feng Shui. If you decide that to buy this units here, located here, basically what Feng Shui can do is to enhance, to strengthen, to ease, to smoothen whichever weak sector there are. Okay, but it also attracts the good. Your work is to sustain it. Okay, so work on it, things will improve, and not to worry so much. Okay.
Thank you. That's very assuring.
One sentence in Hokkien. 3分天注定，7分靠打拼，爱拼才会赢。
Oh, that's a very nice song. Okay, but it carries the meaning very well too. Okay, so, well, what they're saying is, from what I understand, you just have to pick up the challenge, right?
All right. Having said that, we're going to have many home buyers or people out there have a lot of confusion between the myth and superstitions about feng shui. In fact, some of them, like me, don't like feng shui or don't believe in feng shui before because it's just simply too many schools of thought, just too many expensive items to buy, and then make our house look like a Chinese temple or a zoo. So this coming 8th of August at 14 hours, we're going to bring in all the masters again. I'm going to debunk all the myths and superstitions in Feng Shui. Right, so do not miss this very creative, very happy, very happening, very straight to the point summit. Like I said, our masters will not hold back their tongue. We'll share everything we see. Our masters will also tell you why are there certain myths and how did it develop, and to clear your doubt. Okay, so this is also going to be something that's very neutral. We are not going to be biased against anybody. Like I said, we are not paid by anybody to do this. In fact, our official sponsors do not pay us a single cent to do this at all. Okay, they are just happy to be able to be associated with our program, but not paying us monetarily. Right. So I would like to invite everybody on the 8th of August on a Sunday, 3:14 p.m. Please attend our Smashing Feng Shui Summit to debunk the myth and superstitions in Feng Shui. I welcome everybody. Plus, masters, a lot of people has written to us. They want to see our review of other condos. So we have picked another condo to review. That's Park Greenwich. It's actually an executive condominium on the 14th of August, 2021, a Saturday, 3:13 p.m. This time will be 3:13 p.m. We will have a straight talk Feng Shui review on Park Greenwich. No reserves. Again, everything will be splashed out on the table. No reservations. All right, Wendy.
Okay.
Over to you.
Yes,
again.
please. Okay, since we still have a minute or so to spare, can Masters KK just help very quickly to explain to Miss Catherine, whose question is, if this property is for investment, will it affect them as homeowners?
This is a very good question. All right, so Catherine, thank you very much for that question. So your question is, if you buy this property as an investment, will it affect you? I want to tell you, yes, it will affect you because you're the landlord and your tenant may not be able to pay you the rent. Does it affect you? All right. So a lot of people say, I buy property, I don't need to worry because I'm not staying there. Correct. By health issues, by luck issues doesn't affect you, but it affect your tenant. So when your tenant is not doing well, you're also not doing well. Would that be able to answer you? I hope that answers your questions. All right. So the question from Catherine is: if you buy a property for investment, will it affect you? Yes, it will affect you. I give you a simple analogy here again. In Singapore, we are doing much better compared to the rest of the world in COVID-19. So just for example, if I'm a Malaysian, all right, seeing the numbers in Malaysia, and my family members, my parents are in Malaysia, for example, my friends and parents, my schoolmates and classmates are in Malaysia. The COVID-19 situation there may not directly affect me, but it does affect my family members. It indirectly affect my concern for them as well, their safety as well. So it will not affect me, but it will affect me indirectly. Same thing if you buy a property here, it may not affect your health directly, but it does affect your tenant. Can you imagine your tenant has no money to pay you because this property has a lot of issues in terms of cash flow and savings and money? All right, I hope you understand, and I hope I answer your question, Catherine. But you have your contact, I'm sure, so you can still contact Wendy. If you have any questions, just shoot, and then Wendy will be able to come back and answer you. Okay? Good. Yeah, Wendy, go ahead. Your turn.
Okay, thank you so much for the time. Okay, if there's no other questions, okay, we'll be wrapping up for today. So before we go on, please remember our next review will be on Park Greenwich. Before that, we are also having a Smashing Summit, okay, to debunk all the myth and superstition that will be on 8th of August. So until then, you're always welcome to go into the Facebook to look for Circle 96 LLP. You can find out more on the past projects that the masters have spoken about. You can take a look at all the masters. You can also visit us on our website, okay, from Circle 96 to understand more, to contact us, to even still ask us any questions. pertaining to today's show or to your property. If you have any concerns, you're always welcome. Masters are always very happy to help. Okay. Anything else that you need to add on, Masters, before we say goodbye audio to the viewers?
The link to the 3 ebooks are right below. So it's www.circle96/ebook. All right, this is the link to the ebook. So hopefully everybody can download the ebook and have a good read. Like I said, all the masters has paid so much money and paid so much time and effort to create this. All right, good. I have nothing to add on. Masters, anything else to add on, Masters?
No, not for me.
All right, good. So thank you everyone for viewing.
Yes, thank you very much, Masters, for taking out your precious weekend to actually enlighten all of us here. I actually had a very good time. I'm sure the viewers did too. Until then, we will see you in our next summit and review. Take care. Have a good weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.